Alright, what's up guys? Whoever's here live or afterwards. I haven't done this in a while. So I'll give it a minute to get going. So yeah, what's up anybody who's here? Probably gonna take a minute to get this one rolling. Hey Carrie, what's going on, buddy? Thanks. I'm worn out. I hope you're well. Hey, Paula's here. Hello, Paula. And Amy's here. Hello, Amy. And Big Boys PDV is here. Hello, hello. Laney Grace is here. What's going on? Hello. Marnie's here. What? Hello. Good to see everybody. So thanks for taking a little time and hanging out. Hope everybody has had a great weekend. I'm worn out from my weekend. If you watched any of my recent videos, it might make a little sense to you. But yeah, it's been a push to enjoy all the good weather before it gets hot again. It's going to be hot again, 100+ degrees for like 5 or 6 days. Which is ridiculous. I mean, summer is officially over now. But nobody told summer that. So it's gonna suck to be outside again for a while. So I've been doing everything that I possibly can outside. And I have a lot more footage to go through and post. Just out of what I filmed on Friday and today, I could get probably 4 more videos at least. I have to be very careful with what I post from the Friday night ride though, because this is a different Friday night ride. And it's wild. I had to pull the live stream. And I can't post most of the video from that ride. So I don't know. I guess I'm not going to be able to live stream the Friday rides anymore if we go on that ride again, because it's just too wild, and there are too many things going on that I don't know, a live stream could be used as evidence. So have to be very careful about that. But again, good to see everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I had an excellent, wonderful weekend. That Friday night ride, I cut out before it was over, and I got home a few minutes after 1 o'clock in the morning. And a handful of them were still out riding. So, and we left around, well, I left here around 7:30 that night, and it was just like crazy bike riding all the way up and down. Hey, Dustin. I'm still gonna film it, Carrie. I just have to be careful what gets posted. If I'm live on Friday, too many things are gonna happen that people would rather were not featured in a live stream, So I'm going to film it still. We're still going to do the Wednesday rides, of course. The Wednesday one is, for everybody, more family friendly. Can show it on YouTube. kind of thing. But most of the Friday ride, like once we got onto the strip, all hell broke loose. A section of it I shot in time lapse by accident, but it kind of came out all right. So I think I'm gonna post that. Um, but I don't know. I mean, just it was periods of utter madness and just you know anarchy, wild in the streets. So yeah, I don't want to post too much evidence on YouTube, and during the live stream I can't really help it if it's there. So yeah, it's not always going to be like that. Though we're not always going to go with that ride. There's usually another ride too that's a little more advanced than the Wednesday ride, but a bit less illegal than the other Friday ride. So maybe we can live stream that one if we get back on that one. The one that Carlos leads from Crank and Grind on Friday. He didn't ride this Friday. Hey, Chet, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I'm worn out though. I used it all up. I mean, I put, let's see, since Friday, I put almost 100 miles on electric vehicles, but like some hard riding. It was like a hard almost 100 miles. And I don't know. I had to soak in the tub for a while earlier just to loosen up after all the, riding and lugging the e-bikes up and down the stairs and, running wild, and getting sweaty and, everything. I don't know. I just had to like soak and loosen up. And I'm still, I don't know. I'm too old to be going this hard, I guess. But the weather has been so nice. And it had been so hot for so long this summer that as soon as the weather got even halfway good, am I missing? Hey Mike, I see you there. What's going on, buddy? I see you shouted out Baby Love. Chat, Baby Love, if you're here as always, thank you, and always wonderful to have you with us. Haven't seen you in my comments yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, thanks Carrie for posting that. They're on sale again, 20% off coupon right now for the lights. Guys, so anybody who's waiting for another, super good time to buy, this might be it. Go check it out. Link down below, or link that Carrie just posted. Thanks again, Carrie. So, yeah, Mike, good to see you. Paula, Big Boys, Carrie, Chet, Dustin, Marnie, Amy, Laney, Grace, everybody who's here. If I missed you, I think I've shouted out everybody at this point. My brain is a little fuzzy right now. I'm really running on nothing. Yeah, mine isn't either, Chet, but sometimes Baby Love lurks, as I do, as do I, So anyone who's lurking, who hasn't said hey yet, thank you for being here. Welcome. Don't ever have to chat if you don't want to. We celebrate lurkers here on this channel. Man, I'm fried. I ate a pot pie. That's like the last thing I had to eat too. Like in the house, and I gotta go out. I got the old scooter charging right now, the Highboy S2 Max. I need the range. I can pump up the tires. I have a tire inflator now that's pretty good that a company sent me, and I'm going to be featuring that here soon on the channel, a review. I wouldn't have thought I'd ever recommend a portable tire inflator, but then, and they told me this too. They said, we think we'd change your mind about this. Let us send you one and see what you think. Okay. And it's, mine changed. The thing is awesome, and I'm going to show that to you soon. And, links and codes and all that. But I didn't like tire inflators at all. And I carry still on my, I went out today with a little hand pump that I used because the two tire inflators that I had were just really bad. One of them came free with the Highboy S2 Max, actually, and it broke like the second day. And it really sucked. So I had no faith in these things, but then they sent me this thing. And it's actually really good and portable, and put it in a backpack, whatever, your little storage bag on the back of your bike, whatever. So I'm going to start using that, but I'm going to do a full review on that for you coming up soon. Yeah, Chad, I know you lurk too, and I appreciate it. Lurking, chatting, whatever you guys want to do, as long as you're here. It's nice to have you here. So, thank you, Big Boys PEV. I got some more stuff for you guys to see that I haven't uploaded. I could put at least another 3 or 4 videos up out of just what I filmed on Friday and today. So, we'll see. See, tomorrow, like, I got one pretty much ready to go. I don't know if I finished it yet, like, made it exportable. I'll probably do that after this live stream. That'll either go up later tonight or in the morning. And then more pieces of the Friday ride. I have to be very careful. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to get chopped up a lot, probably. But yeah. Anyway, thanks to everybody who's here. Thanks for all the likes so far. Thanks for coming and hanging out, taking a little time. I wanted to spend a little time with it. I was thinking about going out. I might be able to kick a scooter out, the little scooter out, for a few minutes later. I'm trying to keep my body moving, keep going and doing things. And especially now that we got, 5 or 6 days of really stupidly hot weather again in the forecast. I'm not going to be going out and doing as much, so I want to try to like force cram all the activities that I can while I can. Get my body used to working again. Because the weather will inevitably get good again after another, heat wave. So, I don't know. I've been trying to push myself, but like right now, there's nothing left. We only rode, I don't know, 27 or 28 miles today. And some of it was, well, a little portion was off-road. I would like to have done the whole thing. Just that trail goes a lot further too. If you saw that video that I posted most recently, I could have spent an entire charge just tooling around those trails back there. But I was with a group, and we were kind of on a schedule. So I don't know. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. It was a little too much this weekend. I'm gonna sleep tonight, let's say. Yeah. Yeah, Rod got his bike fixed pretty quickly. He was out with us today, and he was out on Friday too. Hey, Fro, what's going on, buddy? And Isle Hikes. What's going on, guys? Oh, Isle hikes. I'd love to spend the whole day there. We're gonna have to go back. I want to catch a ride. Let's see if maybe Chris. I can fit the smaller bike in Chris's van. I think the Cheetah, and the Cheetah would be a better bike for that trail anyway. So I want to hit that trail with a full charge and just go rip that thing for all it's worth. So. But thanks to anybody who tuned in for the videos earlier. I posted 2 videos today. One of them was from the Friday ride over at Mandalay Bay, a place I'd never gone on a bike before, and it was pretty awesome. If you hadn't seen it yet, check that out. I posted it earlier, and then also today I went and I did bike trail ride with some friends, but got to do a little bit of off-roading. Caught some air on the Leopard Pro with gear strapped to the back. 85 pounds or so. That thing still rips through the desert pretty well. I was really impressed with how well that bike did, actually. It's not really designed for that, but I did it to it anyway, and it was fine with it. Thank you, Carrie, for all your exceptional moderating all the time and being so welcoming. Mike's doing pretty well, actually, Paula. Mike's talking about coming out on a ride again soon. He's got to go get his arm looked at, I think, one more time. They might just leave it as is. So he's about ready to go. He's about ready to come out and have some fun with us, at least on a Wednesday again. I'm not bringing him on Friday. That's just too wild. But he can come do a Wednesday, and I'll let him ride a bike. So, hey, Kev, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And anybody who's been interested in some more food delivery content on electric scooters, I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. I'm charging up the old scooter right now, the S2 Max. I have a tire inflator, so I can keep the tires both leak, but I can keep them pumped up while I'm out there, and it'd be good to have the range that comes with the S2 Max, even though the brakes are completely shot on that thing. I'm going to have to use the Flintstones brakes, even if I'm using both hands to ride it. But to anybody who's interested in more delivery content, I'm going to try and get some tomorrow. I hope there's some action tomorrow morning, because I need some groceries tomorrow, and I just looked at my accounts, and it's like, whoa, how the hell did that happen? I'm sure some of you can relate. It's like you look in there, it's like, damn, I was sure I had a little more money than that. But I don't know. I've noticed some things are getting cheaper, like milk at the store. I paid $3.19 for a gallon last time. That's the cheapest it's been at Smith's here in a while, anyway. So that's encouraging. I'm happy to be spending less money on milk. And I think bread was a little less money too. But yeah, still, it's like, where the hell does the money go? Thank you for the wish list link, Carrie. There's some hiking poles on there that I need to get for 2 reasons, and I didn't think about that. The tent that Big Boys PEV so kindly bought us, thank you again, sir, off of the wish list, has this flap vestibule thing. Like, there's a flap that comes up, and you can keep it up with hiking poles. It was designed to be held up that way if you're going and hiking or whatever, and you got your hiking poles, you use them to keep that part of the tent up, and you got like a little front porch and stuff. So that's one reason. But also, we're going to hike. I know Rod's coming with me. Maybe Chris will too. We're going to go hike Frenchman Peak, Sunrise Mountain, and that's a gnarly hike for men of our vintage. So yeah, I need to get those hiking poles so we can go do that hike as well. Not for at least a week, because of how the weather's going to be. But once the weather gets good again, and before it gets too cold, I got to go hike that trail. To hike that trail up that mountain, and Chris. At latest I heard, Chris said he'd give it a try, and Rod's totally down. So that should be a fun one. And I don't know much about hiking poles, but the ones that I looked through them for a while, and the ones that I ended up with will break down small enough to fit in a backpack, and they're light enough and look decent enough to do the job overall. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Any hiking pole experts in the stream tonight, if there are any, go check out the wish list. Uh-oh. Nothing popped up on the screen just now, but I got notified. That's usually a bad notification. Fingers crossed, guys. No whammies. Good notification. I'm going to check the notifications. Oh, it's Kev. Kev came through with the PayPal. Very kind of you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That was very kind and generous. Now, honestly, now I can get the couple of things that I didn't think I was going to be able to get at the store tomorrow. So thank you, buddy. I still have to go out and try to do some food delivery. I gotta, when the weather's good, especially, I gotta at least try. It's an excuse to go out and ride scooters and be active. And I might make a few dollars at the same time. And I have been hassled somewhat lately about, hey, why aren't you making food delivery videos anymore? It's like, well, honestly, food delivery is dead. It's done. It's not coming back. It has its little ups and downs right now, and I suppose it always will, but it's never going to be like it was. It's never going to be a good way to go out and earn a full-time living in Las Vegas anyway. Not anymore. But you can still make a few dollars here and there. If I can make a few dollars delivering food and a few dollars on YouTube and a few dollars from you guys buying this thing on Amazon using my link, I think it's on sale right now again. They said something about a 20% off coupon, which makes it a pretty good deal. So Carrie posted the link, and it's also posted down below. Anybody who's interested in this light. We've been getting so much use out of this thing. It's still awesome, and I still very highly recommend it. Hey, Jason, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, getting lost in laser patterns as I'm digesting pot pie. Oh, thanks, Carrie. Again, I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody who checked out the short videos that I posted today. I'm going to just be, when I'm doing stuff like this lately, it's too hard to make it a vlog when I'm in a group, and especially the Friday night ride. There are too many wild and well, let's just leave it at that, things going on. So yeah, I think when it comes to some of these things now, I'm just going to chop it up into smaller clips and just post that, because sometimes that's all you really need to see, so thanks to everybody who checked out the couple of videos that I posted today, and there's more to come. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to get at least probably 3 or 4 more posts out of just what I filmed on Friday and today. So watch for that. I got another something going up either tonight or tomorrow morning. And then I got to go out as soon as Smith's opens at 6 o'clock and get a couple things at the grocery store, have some breakfast, and pump the tires up on the S2 Max and go and see what kind of money we can make with Uber Eats and DoorDash before it gets too hot to be outside. And it's going to get too hot to be outside again. Looks like it's going to be as much as 104 degrees in the Las Vegas Valley again before the hot weather backs off. And it's going to be 100 plus where I live for at least 5 days in a row. And it's definitely too late in the year for that. You know, upper 90s, okay, you know, but normally it's supposed to be more around, I want to say about 90 average temperature this time of year. Yeah, I think we've all had more than enough of the hot weather around here, though. It's been the summer of summers. Anyone who survived this summer in Las Vegas, you know, good for you, because I know how horrible it was. And it's not quite done punishing us yet. Oh, wow. Tuesday evening? Yeah, wow. Sorry, Isle Hikes. It's going to be hot for a few days. And I believe me, I hate it just as much as anyone else does. But it still cools off. It's still going to cool off nicely at night. It's not going to be like summertime, uh, you know, overnight low temperatures. Like just a month ago, even a couple of weeks ago, it would get down to 88 degrees at night, which was horrible. Now, even when it's going to be the day that it's supposed to be 104, it's still going to get down to the mid 70s at night. So, I mean, wow, Paula. Hey, Rick and Bonnie. What's going on? And to you as well. Yeah, we got that heat waves coming for everybody in the western states, I guess, Paula. Summertime is not over in Las Vegas just yet. Unfortunately, I'm so ready for it to be over. I'm not ready for cold weather at all. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not looking forward to wintertime whatsoever. But the in between, the nice between summer and winter in Las Vegas is heaven, usually. And I'm trying to make the most of it. If you saw the videos that I posted today, and more of that to come. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Rick and Bonnie. I'm exhausted right now. I'm running on autopilot. I went way too hard this weekend, but I am not sorry. You know, my body is, but I'm not. I had so much fun this weekend that I almost feel bad about it. And I have more to show you as far as that goes, guys. A few more short videos to post. So I'm looking forward to getting some more good weather and going out and having some more fun, because it's keeping me alive, honestly. I haven't been smiling like this in a while now, and you know, as it turns out, I just need to get out of this tiny apartment and do stuff, and it's hard to do when it's way too stinking hot outside and you get around on two wheels. But we got another week of hot weather ahead, and then it's supposed to get nice again, and we'll spend a lot more time outside. Yeah, pretty much. Which, you know, it explains, you know, that describes all summer here inspecting gadgets. It's yeah, most of the summer it doesn't get below 80 degrees. But now, even on the hotter days in the forecast, it's still going to get down to the mid 70s at night, which feels pretty good. It should be in the upper 60s, low 70s, but whatever. It's all good. Or hell, by the end of September, we should be getting probably down into the mid 60s on average by last week or so of September. Oh yeah, Rick and Bonnie. I spent 20 years of my life off and on in Central Florida, and I can relate to the humidity thing. That's something you just never get used to. When you combine the heat and the humidity, it does get miserable and unbearable. Yeah, I had to stay inside all summer just from, not humidity here, of course, but extreme heat all summer long. More than anyone should be able to handle. And I hope it never gets this hot in Las Vegas again, but I'm sure it will. I mean, we shattered records this year. And we have more, like 5 or 6 days of triple digits in the forecast. So, no, I wouldn't rule it out though. Rick and Bonnie getting eaten by gators here. I mean, really anything could happen in Vegas, but it's a lot less likely here, I would say. I used to really love alligators. There's one behind the Toyota shop that I used to work in that loved to eat Pop-Tarts. And you could throw other stuff out to him and he'd eat it, like eventually. People would try to give him like half of a sandwich or something, or, throw a piece of chicken out there and he'd eat it, but he didn't get too excited about it. But if you gave him Pop-Tarts, he went nuts. I don't know why. I wouldn't have thought alligators would love Pop-Tarts so much. And hey, Scott, what's going on, buddy? It didn't matter. He would eat them, whatever. And we'd bring Pop-Tarts to work usually, and I'd like eat one and then give one to him, maybe. And he eventually they relocated him, the gator, because he was too comfortable around people, and people had been feeding him since I started working at this Toyota shop. So I didn't start anything, I was just kind of adding to it, but they took him and moved him somewhere else where there weren't people, so he could, be an alligator, a wild alligator. Yeah, you eat one and give the other one to the alligator. That's good. Hey, Raul, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, gotcha. Everything's more or less okay over here. Hope everything's going well with you. Well, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody who's able to pop in, spend a little time. The redwoods are awesome. I haven't been there in a while. My dad took us there a couple times when we were young. And it's really incredible, the redwoods. But Vegas is awesome too. If you've never been, you got to come check this place out. There's nothing in the world like it. Oh, watching football, that's awesome. I might, I don't know, I might catch the last of the Sunday night game after this, but I have the Matrix movies playing behind me on TV. They were playing all the Matrix movies today. Oh, Jason, I haven't been to Area 51 lately. I need to get out there again soon. It's a couple hours drive, like 2.5 hours drive. And I don't have a car. So I still want to try and get a minivan at some point that I can put a bike in and, like camp in and everything else, and maybe even stay in for a couple months here and there at times, not pay rent. It's coming up on the time of year to do that, but in that case, we could go and do, uh, like trips to Area 51 and stuff. And I'm sure there's always something interesting happening around there that they'd rather we probably didn't see. Um, so yeah, at some point we'll get back out there and check it out. Oh, thank you, Raul. Appreciate it. I got some more stuff coming from the Friday ride. I posted a little snippet of the Friday ride today, and I got a couple more pieces I can probably put up from Friday, and then some more stuff that I did today. But yeah, another Wednesday ride coming up again soon, and it was really a fun one this week, or last week, I guess now technically. Oh, thank you, Raul. Well, I would say I hadn't been over to that side of town in a while, but we're doing that on Sundays now, going over there, so that was fun. And I'm looking forward to the next time already. Thank you, Kev. That's one thing that GoPro cameras are really good for is, stuff like that. In spite of all their quirks and, problems, they are good cameras when it comes to doing active things. I don't know. I'm really bummed about the hot week ahead. I had gotten so accustomed to going out and doing things again all the time, and now I'm gonna be sitting in here a lot, waiting for it to not be so hot outside. But it starts, it's getting darker earlier now, shorter days, which means it cools off more at night. Starts to feel pretty good by the time you'd want to go look around in the evening, usually even on hot days. So everybody that was in the Sunday ride today was also in at least part of the Friday ride. But that's another thing. Anyone who wants to come out and ride with us on Sunday, please do. And there might be another ride or two during the week as well when the weather's good. Oh, Georgia Alabama game, that should be good. That's always a fun one to watch, especially for you, I'm sure. I hope that hurricane doesn't screw anything up. My dad was talking about that earlier. He's probably safe where he is, but yeah, hasn't been a good hurricane season for the Gulf Coast this year, I've noticed. That's another thing I don't miss about living in that area. I've been through plenty of hurricanes to, last me the rest of my life. Oh, that's cool, Jason. I'm still thinking about an Insta360 cam. It would be awesome to have, I think, in addition to, I still want to do the first person, like GoPro, like I'm doing now, but it'd be nice to have the 360 option, and I like the cameras. Who's the most famous celebrity I've seen? Um, I've spent most of my life around him. Honestly, I was born and raised in Southern California. I'm the grandson of Hollywood socialites. Um, it's yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of really famous people here and mostly in California, but here too. I couldn't even give you a for instance. That's a good way to put it, Fro. Yeah, this is a little less spectacular maybe than the Sphere, but it's the best we can do right now, and it's still a pretty good show for what you pay for this thing, I think. Chuck Woolery, I have seen Chuck Woolery actually when he was the host of Love Connection in those days. You know, I remember him from earlier game shows and such, but yes, have seen Chuck Woolery in person a long, long time ago. I know Fro's famous, but I haven't had a chance to meet Fro in person yet, or have seen in person. He's Fromis. That's a good way to put it, Scott. So, sure is great to get to spend a little time with you guys tonight. I know we haven't really done this in a while. Haven't done this a lot or in a while. I used up all of my brain and everything else this weekend. There's just nothing left. I was gonna try. I really need to go out tonight and try and deliver some food, but there's no way. The scooter was like the other scooter, the Highboy S2 Max, was completely dead anyway, and I just started charging it like an hour ago. So it'd be ready to go in the morning, but I'm wrecked. There's no way I'm going out and doing it tonight. But maybe, you know, depending on how things go tomorrow, maybe I can go live for old time's sake, or maybe I'll take the GoPro and get some delivery footage if there is any. If I can get 2 or 3 deliveries per day, like in the mornings or something, and get it out of the way, and still have, you know, the other money coming in, which is not a lot lately. But, you know, if I can put all these things together, it should be enough. And I'm not happy about getting out there and doing Uber Eats and DoorDash again, as bad as it's been. But, you know, it can fill in the gaps. You're not going to get rich. You're not even going to pay your bills doing Uber Eats and DoorDash anymore. Not around here anyway. But you can make a little money here and there. So hopefully tomorrow we can get a little action going. Now, you know, football season, it always picks up a little in football season, even at times when games aren't being played. You know, as people are more in the ordering food mindset because of football. I've noticed this over several years, many years of food delivery. Um, it's just, you know, football season is bring food to me season. And that's fine with me because I need money. It's I need money season right now. Your brother's going live again, Raul. Well, that's cool. I hope it does happen. My back is a hot mess, Raul, but the parts that normally bother me, like the nerves are going, like the part that I hurt when I was doing that part-time job, it's still there, but it's like gone numb. So I'm doing surprisingly well. As bad as my back is, and as much work as it needs, um, it seems like if I just stay active, especially, I'm not feeling it as much. It's still there. It's still bad, but I don't know. We'll see. There are a lot less of them now, Rick and Bonnie. There used to be a lot of inbound and outbound call centers in Vegas, like 20 years ago, but it's not really like that anymore. But I don't know. Riding bikes has seemed to help with my back lately. I'm not doing a ton of pedaling on those e-bikes, but just the overall motion and movement has done a lot. My lower back feels a lot better. Yeah, no, I hear you, Rick and Bonnie. I actually worked in an inbound call center a long time ago in another state. And it was when you see, call this toll free number on your screen right now, or the 11 piece, cookware set or whatever. And, I would sometimes be the guy on the phone, and that was a pretty good job. But there's just a lot less of that now, it seems like. And you could just sit there all day and do that, and the time just flew by. And I'd do that, like part time at least, if I could find something like that. Maybe I could do it from home. I don't know. I could use a better side hustle than Uber Eats and DoorDash, so that's not gonna pay well anymore. Not that it ever really did. I mean, it was a lot better than it is now, but it was never great. It was never like, quit your professional full-time job for DoorDash, even though people did anyway. Oh man, I'm fading fast. I still had some things I wanted to do today at least. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to go out and do any food delivery tonight, and that scooter's not going to be charged up anyway. I hope it'll hold a charge. I haven't done anything with that scooter in a while, and the tires need to get pumped up like every few hours or so. And, but it's got, if the battery is still any good, it's got the range that the other one doesn't. I've been sitting, taking a couple of deliveries on the S2R Plus, which is awesome. It's a wonderful scooter, and I ride it for everything, but it doesn't have a lot of range. So I can't go out tooling around trying to trigger good deliveries the way I did on the S2 Max. So I know I retired the S2 Max, but I'm charging it up again. And I'm going to take it out and try to get a few deliveries with it just because it has more range, a lot more range. And I have a tire inflator now, thanks to the good folks at Aeromoto. I'm going to share that with you guys here soon. I didn't think I was ever going to like or recommend a tire inflator, but they changed my mind. And I'm going to show you all about that here soon. But yeah, it's not as much of a deal, an ordeal to deal with the leaky tires on the S2 Max now. So good night, Rick and Bonnie. Uh, Thank you, Ronald. Appreciate it, buddy. And enjoy your football, my friend. And everybody who's watching football as well. I know some of you that are tuned into the stream are probably also watching football. So enjoy. But thanks again for being here, Raul. And um, everybody. See you, Laney Grace. Oh, I heard something about that, Laney Grace. Somebody told me about that e-bike parade. Huh. That'd be cool to see. If it's up afterwards, I'll probably have to check that out. I'd like to join that thing too, Carrie. It's a little too far away from me right now, but I used to ride. I've been bike riding and skateboarding in Venice Beach a lot. Huh. There's big rides coming here, guys. Sir Ronster's doing his rides here in Vegas. PEV rides starting on Thursday, I think. And then we're gonna do one on the weekend, I think, a couple of us. If it's not too hot. So that should be a pretty huge deal here. I mean, he's got quite a following. And if he's going to be coming here and hosting rides, then that's probably going to be wild. So I don't know what we're going to take out for that yet. We're not going to keep up with Surons on anything that I have at my disposal. But I don't think it's going to be that kind of ride anyway. Not everybody can go that fast. Anyway, I just wanted to check in, spend a little time with you guys, do a little chatting and, things that we haven't done a lot of in a while. Thanks, Paula, for sending a YouTube link. I just noticed that. Hey, back from the dog walk? That's cool, Mike. Hope it was a good walk. I guess I'm about to wrap it up for the evening, guys. I'm wiped out. I overdid it this weekend and had a really good time in the process, and I have more to show you when it comes to that. So keep a lookout, guys, or make sure you have your notifications turned on, because there's more to come. So you have a good night as well, Kev, and everybody. Fro, thanks for coming and hanging out. Fro and Amy and Mike and everybody who was here. Paula, good night. It's always wonderful to get to spend some time with you guys, and I appreciate you being here. So hope everybody has a great week ahead. And Isle Hikes, if you're still in here, hope you have a good trip to Vegas. It'd be great to see you while you're here. So yeah, good night, Jason, Carrie. All right, take care of yourselves, guys. Have a great week. Hey, Lou. I'm sorry, buddy. I just don't have anything left tonight. I'm worn out. I gotta call it. But I appreciate everybody who came and hung out, and yeah, thanks again, Kev, for the PayPal. Appreciate you. So anyway, but yeah, and Laney Grace and everybody, take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you again real soon.